Hi folks, Steve here again. Another how-to video on how to fix your Tahoe mirrors. I've got a 2001 Tahoe LT version, and the power mirrors weren't working. So I looked in the manual. It says no user serviceable parts. Oh, the part that wasn't working, the micro switch in the driver's door was bad, but I found a cold solder joint and fixed that. And after I fixed that, the driver's mirror started to work, but on the passenger side you could hear the motors turning, but the mirror wasn't moving. So the first step is, in the manual it says that means it's a transmission problem in the mirror, and there are no serviceable parts, so throw it away and get a new one. Well, I hate it when people tell me that something can't be fixed and it has to be replaced. So I went around. I actually found one website that said you need to pry out this mirror and pry out the tabs one by one all the way around until you release it. There was no picture or anything, and I wasn't really sure. So what I did, here's the mirror in place. I pushed it so that I pushed on the outside of the mirror, so it was in the furthest spot outside all the way. Then if you look down in here, I'm going to try and hold the light here for you. I looked down there. Now this is a heated mirror, so I also had some wires there. But see, there's a tab right in the center of the screen. It's a black tab. Well, I saw that, and I saw another one, and there's probably quite a few, and I don't think it's going to be the best until I actually take the mirror off and show it to you in my hand. But now you can see all these tabs, all these little teeth sticking up. You need to pry those back one at a time, just enough to overcome the catch on this big round disky thing here. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, there's about 12 of these tabs. So what you're going to do, again, is you're going to push on the outside of the mirror as far as you can push it, and you're going to take this side of the mirror and pull it towards you just enough to stress the mirror, but obviously you don't want to break it, and that'll give you enough room to just stick a standard screwdriver in and click on 1 or 2 of the tabs closest to the door. Once you do those 2 tabs, you're going to have to orient the screwdriver like behind the mirror, of course, like this, like this, like this, and like this, like this, and like this. I didn't do it, but perhaps it would be easier if you put your window down, your window down, and you can get a screwdriver in there. Anyway, when you pop those rings off, or when you pop all those things off, before you take it off, you have to disconnect the heated mirror wires, if you have heated mirrors. And the other thing too I've heard is that it doesn't matter which way these wires go. My orange wire was on the top lead, so I'll be putting it back on the top lead, but I also don't believe it matters which one goes on which terminal. So now I've got this off. Well, my problem wasn't with this part, it was with the transmission part. So, let me get a screwdriver so I can show you better. So remember I said I could hear the motors turning, but I couldn't see the mirror moving. And the problem, what I see here, there are 2 motors. This one does up, down, this one does left, right. And this whole ring is what rotates, or rotates left, right, or up, down, and of course the mirror is attached to that. So there's the motor, and there's the output of the motor, right where my screwdriver is touching. And there's this thing that almost looks like a zip tie. One of those. I don't know if I'll show you one. Don't know the right word for it, but. It almost looks like one of these. Almost. And see the teeth there? Of course the video is going to suck because my camera's not that great, but anyway, there's this connection, this white piece of that zip tie looking stuff that connects onto this big ring, and then it looks like a zip tie goes straight into the motor, and the zip tie part is toothed, and there's also a gear on the motor that's toothed. And when the motor turns, it moves this in and out. There's the same thing right there for the vertical. And what I saw when I opened mine up, the mirror would move freely before. What I saw was these zip tie things were out of the motor track and just kind of flopping around in there, both of them. So I very carefully pried this plastic ring out as far as I could and fit one of them in, and then did the same thing with the other. And now my power windows work. So I hope you guys have a fix as simple as this one. Enjoy your day.